Stephen, thank you so much. So President Trump is starting a multi-day high-profile summit, I should say, over in China this morning.
But as our Joe St. George explains, it's what President Trump may say about Taiwan that could have the biggest impact and potentially result in the next global crisis.
Anytime the leaders of the United States and China meet in person, it has the potential to produce news that greatly impacts our world. And this week is no different. And while much of the world will be focused on Iran as well as the economy during President Trump's trip to China, for many experts, the biggest news may involve Taiwan.
President Donald Trump's trip to China has been long talked about. Only 8 sitting U.S. presidents have ever visited the country. And President Trump was the last in 2017. White House officials say the trip will focus on the economy, with the Iran war being discussed as well. Tesla CEO Elon Musk and Apple CEO Tim Cook are among a host of American business leaders accompanying the president. But for many, Taiwan will be one of the biggest topics to watch this week. Taiwan is home to around 23 million people. Since 1979, the U.S. has had a strategic ambiguity of how the White House would respond if Taiwan was ever attacked by China. China believes self-ruled Taiwan is a province of theirs that has acted awry.
I imagine that will be discussed in the trip, but I don't think it'll be a feature of our trip. Our policy remains unchanged. We don't want to see any forced or compelled change in the situation now. I think it would be destabilizing to the world.
Secretary of State Marco Rubio said Taiwan will likely be brought up while the president is in China, but dismissed that any policy shift is looming.
These are highly choreographed, very scripted events, right? And especially since Trump is going to be on Xi's home turf, Taiwan will come up.
Jonathan Zinn is a former CIA analyst who specialized in Chinese affairs and is now at the Brookings Institution. Zinn says even a small, unscripted moment from President Trump on Taiwan could be massive. For instance, the official position is that the U.S. does not support independence for Taiwan, but a subtle, potentially consequential change would be a statement that the U.S. opposes independence.
Even though that seems like pretty subtle stuff, that shift in rhetoric, what it signals is that there's active opposition to the government in Taiwan.
Zinn does not believe a Chinese invasion of Taiwan is imminent, but he does believe Chinese leaders will gauge Trump's temperature on this issue and question why $11 billion in arms sales were approved by President Trump to Taiwan last year. Taiwanese officials, meanwhile, have said they hope Trump returns to the U.S. with the status quo preserved. Joe St. George, Scripps News Group, Washington.